Hello guys and welcome to the TP-LINK UK Invitational Tournament. My name is Tony. I'm joined by Chewy here for the first of the live semi-finals. We've got TEC taking on Orbit. Chewy, introduce yourself and how do you think this is going to go down? Because for me, I think it's going to be TEC's going to take in this. I think, they impressed me at World Champs actually from what I've seen.
Yeah, they did with me as well. I think they're going to take this one. But not to take anything away from Orbit. They've kind of showed up recently. They did manage to qualify for World Champs as well, so they made their way to LA just a few days ago. Unfortunately, me and Tony didn't join them, but they got a chance to go over there. I think it's going to be a close game, but I do think that TEC are going to take it. So we're just waiting to make sure that everybody can get started. We did have everybody in the lobby a second ago, and the game did get started up. And then as soon as we thought we were finally ready to go live, unfortunately the game got ended. So we'll make sure that can get going. But of course, guys, if you are just joining us, this is the TP-LINK UK Invitational. We're in the semi-final stages. The first match, as you can see on your screen, is going to be Team Orbit going up against TEC Intensity. And the winner of this game is going to guarantee themselves £175. So not really too bad for an evening's worth of Call of Duty there, Tom.
Yeah, and of course, with each group game that they did win, they won themselves £50, and then £450 you win if you win the final. So, I mean, that's a pretty decent prize pool just for a few games and a few hours of your time. But as I said, I am going to go on board with the TEC team as soon as this game starts up. We are currently sort of ticking down. And somebody who did impress me at World Champs from the games I did see from them was Realize from TEC. The stats at the end of the tournament showed he was within the top. I think it was the top 5 slayers over the event, kill to death ratio wise. So let's see how he does here. Sort of famed for his ego, if anything, but let's see what he can do with Remington. And yeah, I think this may be a pretty easy game for TEC. I would say. I think especially with having Moose in there. And that's nothing against Mello, and I suppose it does help having your team in there rather than a pickup. But Moose is an unbelievable player. I think did underperform a little bit at World Champs from what he's capable, but TCM will hopefully bounce back from that. Of course, there has been a lot of discussions over the rosters of TCM, the roster of TCM. A lot of rumours going around in the military.
Yeah, indeed. It's been a bit of a weird one. I mean, I know they're not in this tournament, so we won't spend too much time talking about them because all we can really do is kind of be skeptical about what the future holds with the TCM roster. But Moose, who was actually, of course, formerly on TEC before he did join up with TCM, is going to be joining them for this, replacing Mello as a pickup for this game. So we're going to start off with Realize. He's going to see if he can control anybody, getting a bit of lag as the game starts, but he does get taken out straight away. So we're going to right bumper over across to actually Jacko is going to be the next person on my screen as I move over across. There's still a lot of lag in the game, but he does manage to take down Realize there. So Realize not off to the hottest start so far, as he's actually died twice off the start, but Jacko's doing some great work with his Remington in the second, although he is in a spot of bother because the hope flag is going to be taken. That's by my Moose, and that's one of the things that I love about Moose is he's kind of almost like that flux roll, as people call it as well. He can get really annoying, and straight off the start within the first 45 seconds or so he's already pushing for the enemy's home flag. So let's see if Jacko can continue this. He's on a 4-point streak at the second, 4 kills to his name, not died yet within the first minute. Let's see if he can continue that work, because he does manage to take out Wonder, but eventually goes down.
Well, we're on board with Lewis now, as he is actually currently securing B. He has help from his teammates as well, and that's going to be B flag down for Orbit. And of course, Orbit have just recently picked up Jake. I think it was actually today, if anything. So this will be his first competitive game with the squad. See how he goes. But we're on board with Lewis currently in 1 and 2 with the flag capture his name, and he's going to cause some problems at C. But it currently is the 2 home flags in the hands of TEC. I'm currently on board with Robs from them. He's going to push towards B. Not going to happen. Jacko does shut him down. I'm on board with Moose.
Yep, and well, it seems that my game's actually crashed all of a sudden. I'm not quite sure what's happened, but I was getting some lag earlier on, and now it seems that I've lost connection to the host. So, Tony, I'm not too sure if I'm getting any technical issues. I seem to be fine.
I think it's just you. You're the one that's been kicked out. So I'll continue. You get yourself back into the game, but I'm currently on board with Moose. Going to jump on board with Realize now. Of course, Remington in hand. And just trying to pick up some kills here. Currently, they only have their home flag at A. The score is 27-25 in favour of TEC. Realist picking up a brilliant 2-piece there, though. He's going to push down this left-hand side towards Strip. Close shot's going to go down, though. Does get taken down by Endura. And Wonder is actually on B here, trying to do some work. Does get taken down. And 4 men of TEC do actually go down. So Orbit and Jacko and the rest of his team going to hold this down, push out, and get some map control on board with Jacko. Now Grenade takes out 1. Realize it's still alive there. 2-piece for Jacko as well. And a third kill there by Jake, taking down Wonder. So they're going to push for the 3-cap now. This is good work by them. They do actually have the spawn trap on to try and push them into Stripper, and it's not going to happen. It does look as if they are going to get taken down. I'm on board with Lewis though, trying to clean up here. Moose coming in with a 2-piece to save TEC, and Jura's going to clean up on the Wonder though. They do retreat back. Currently on board with Endura. Just chilling around the trucks on the right hand side here. He's going to take him down. 2 men down for Orbit. Jake picking up a kill himself though. Robs does take down Jake though, and TCM are going to try and push for B here. It's currently 51-38 in favour of Orbit. Moose has got 2 players in front of him. Takes him out very, very easily, looking for a third, but they do need to try and secure this B flag instead. Chewy, you having any luck?
I'm restarting the game now. I'm not sure what's going on with it. My internet speeds are absolutely fine, so hopefully we should be all good to go. But Tony, you're doing a great job solo casting, so hopefully at the halfway mark I can have an invite and get back into the game. Yeah, you need to get back in here because Moose is on fire at the moment. He does get taken down eventually. 11-5 is where he's currently going. 6-9 for Robs, who I'm on board with now, who is securing C. In a good position as well. They are losing A, and they have managed to defend A as well, so Robs has managed to just neutralize C flag. On board with him now, just really patrolling around this area. He does have help in the form of his teammate. I'm not 100% sure who that is. Moose does take down Lewis though. Robs is going to come in there with a kill onto Endura. Jake does take down Robs, and Wonder does go down as well, so TC have to be careful not to overextend, but they are going to concede C to Orbit. Jacko having a very good game for Orbit at the minute, currently 15-5, but the rest of his team not doing too great. We once again glance towards the scoreboard, 12-5 from Moose, providing to be a very good pickup for this match so far. On board with Realize though, down this left hand side, just trying to patrol around this area. Does take out Jake though, and just trying to hold this down. The minute the lead is only 4 points, 66-62 with 35 seconds remaining. It's not looking too bad here for TEC. It's going to be a minimal lead going into the second half, unless Orbit do actually manage to bring this back, but it is going to be 2 flag caps to 1 in favour of TEC. So it does not look like Orbit are going to get themselves pushed out, but it's not too big of a deficit at all. It's going to be around 10-11 points in the end. Currently at 9, so I'd imagine it's going to be about 11 on board with Moose here, trying to pick some more kills. 14-6 for him, 3 captures on the board. Played very, very, very well, emulating his form from the regional qualifiers. Played a fantastic few games there that led to TCM winning that event. 82-70 is the final score. And Orbit have a little bit of a gap to close down here. Yep, there we go. Hopefully we should be good to go now. If in the halfway mark you can just pop me another invite, then we should all be good. But so who was well, I could hear you, although I can't really see it because the game's so far behind for me. But was it really going to be Moose, your standout player from that first half there, Tom?
Yeah, I would have to say so. I mean, they played pretty well, the whole team actually, but it was really good work by Moose on a couple of occasions there. I'm just trying to find you on my friends list actually to send you an invite.
I'm probably appearing offline.
You might be.
Yeah, so that may be the thing. And then we should be good to go. I've restarted the game, I've checked my internet speeds, and I haven't got any issues with those. So we should all be good. There we go. I've got an invite, so I should be back in the game, and hopefully without any issues when we get the second side started. But what was the score difference in that first half there, Tony?
It was 12. 12 in the end, yeah. So not too much of a deficit for Orbit to make up, as I did say, but I think TEC can just hold this one up pretty easily. Now, actually, I'm going to go on board with Jake from Orbit from the start here to see how he does in his new team. And I think it's a good pickup for Orbit. I mean, Bounce played well on a couple of occasions from what I've seen of Orbit. I'm not 100% sure how he did it at Champs. I didn't really manage to catch any of their games, but I think Jake is definitely a good pickup for them. Experienced, has won championships in the past, and it's the sort of pickup that they did need. And let's see how they do. I'd imagine they are attending I-Series in a couple of weeks' time. And of course, this does count towards your I-Series seed as well, although I don't think it will drastically affect it, the remaining games. But of course, let's see how it goes. I do believe that Orbit will probably do pretty well. It'll be good to see the competition that does turn up at that event. Of course, that's in 2 weeks' time. And everyone's looking forward to that. On board with Jake now as we start this one off.
Yeah, okay, so it looks like I'm not able to join in broadcaster mode, but I should be able to go straight ahead and join into the game and just spectate from that. So I'm on board with Jake, although the game is lagging once again. So I'm really having technical issues here, Tom. I'm not too sure what's going on. I do apologise for this. It was working absolutely fine for me last night, and now suddenly it's not working whatsoever. So maybe it's my ghost disk or something like that. But I'll let you keep going with your awesome solo casting while I work out these issues.
Well, I'm going to be on board with Lewis now. Currently, B is being contested between the two teams. Not really much going down though, just a couple of trades, a couple of people trying to get a couple of picks. Jake is going to be the one that does get the first pick then. Moose does get taken down, but Robs and realize answering back. Well, Jake trying to clean up, does take down Robs as well, so Orbit answering back with 2 kills of their own. It does look as if they are pushing towards the B flag site. Currently on board with Jake inside that area, now does get shut down from C side. It was actually Wonder who pushed around there, very, very sneaky by him, and he is pushing towards C, trying to neutralize that, maybe giving his teammates a chance to jump onto B, and that's exactly what they've done. Currently inside of B, and it's going to be Robs, but I'm on board with Lewis. Can he shut him down before he does get the flag? Yes, he does, and it is currently still neutral. Orbit doing quite well. Moose had picked up like 2 pieces of his own though. Jake taking down, realize lots of kills go down in the center here. Currently on board with Jacko, pushing it towards Stripper Club now. Holding it down. Wonder and realize, Wonder Rob, sorry, answering back once again for TEC, and Wonder picking up a 2 piece of his own. On board with Jacko now, last man alive currently for Orbit, but he's taking a nice little route here. I don't think he's going to have time to really do anything about this. Oh, he does. He actually shuts it down there. Nelly picks up the second kill as well. This is going to come in there with a 2 piece as well. But Jake answering back. It does seem as if he's going to have a chance to push on the B, but it does seem also that Tech are pushing towards C, and both teams are really just battling between the home flags at the moment. B has not been captured as of yet, 2 minutes into the game. Robs does take out Endura. Lewis shots going down towards Bus, does not take anybody out though. Wonder does take down Jacko, and TEC are really causing problems at the home flag here. But Lewis defending B very, very well. Currently 2 and 5 from him, 6 and 5 from Moose at the top of the TEC leaderboard even. Lewis pops himself up, does take it down. Robs, who's trying to capture B, and neither team really able to break the duct yet. On board with Moose, see if he can do anything about it with his Remington. Pushing up towards Bus, and you know, I think TEC are the ones that are making the plays here. They're trying to do something about it, but not much can really be done because they seem to push in, try to get a hold of one of the home flags, and it just never happens, and teams are jumping on the B, and it does seem as if Orbit are going to have a good chance to get a hold of this now. On board with Endura, does take down Wonder in the air, but Wonder did get the kills on towards B, so B is still currently neutral with 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining, and the score is 27-32 in favour of TEC after neutralizing a couple of the home flags. But here we go, TEC pushing on to B now as Orbit do go down, and TEC should pick up the B flag. They do with 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining. B does actually go into somebody's hands. 36-30 is the point difference in favor of TEC currently with that 12-point lead as well. And we're going to have to see at least a 2 cap all the way through for Orbit to actually take this map. So on board with Wonder at the moment, trying to push through. Currently 12 and 6 is causing a lot of problems, and Orbit have actually managed to get a hold of B here. Took a couple of members of TEC down. Oh, Jake does take down Wonder though. Realize picking up 2 kills of his own though on Orbit, Lewis and Jacko. He's now pushing towards C. Just going to try to cause some problems, waste some time. Currently it is 42-47 in favour of TEC. Endura's going to pick up A though, and that's a nice 2 piece from him, so good work by him. He didn't quite pick up A. He does actually get shut down by Robs, who's in there as well. He's going to pick up 2 pieces as well. Jacko goes down to him. And currently the scores are pretty level up. It is Orbit with the advantage, as they do have C and B. If they can hold this down for the final minute, they may catch up. Although I'd imagine they may actually need a triple cap at some point. TEC just defending A at the moment. And I'm just having a look. They are 3 points in the lead with 42 seconds remaining. It's going to be tight. It's still, yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to catch them up here. I'm able with Rob's 12 and 11 from him, 3 captures as well. And Realize picks up 3 kills off the bat there at the back of it. Really saving his team from losing that flag there. Good work by him. It does look as if TSC are going to walk away with this one. I was on board with Rob's there as Realize did pick up that 3 piece. I'm sure he's going to be annoyed. Picks up his 4th and 5th kill. It does eventually go down, but the map winner is going to be TEC. And they're going to walk away 1-0 up. But with Wonder here for the final few seconds, going to have a couple of kills to his name, I'd imagine. There you go, picks up a 2 piece at the end of the game. And overall, that is actually going to be only a 5-point difference. So Not too close, but I think TC had that one about 40 seconds ago. Lewis dropping 7 and 12 for his team there. Kills wise, too bad from Orbit, but in the end, TEC are the ones that walk away with it.